Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Backyard Jam's regular season here in July. We are red, white and blue celebrating Independence Day with our friends across the pond over in the US of A. And there will be something very special later on in the show to celebrate, but first let's take a look at what happened last month as Cyclops Hobbies and Dragon took home yet another overall event win. Here we are last month. Dragon versus Avenger in the final, a very close race and a huge crash at the end, but it was Dragon who took the win, their third of the season, putting them in the points lead overall. Speaking of those points, let's take a look at the table as it stands at the beginning of tonight. Brutus, 24th position there on 35 points, up to Jurassic Attack, Max D, 22nd place. The points jump then from 40 to 50 as we go up to 19th position for Mohawk Warrior, Shaker and El Toro Loco. 16th position for Stonecrusher, Lucas Crusader and Earthshaker. Gravedigger, Monster Mutt Rottweiler in joint 14th, and then joint 11th we have Bog Hog, the Black Pearl and Blue Thunder, joint 9th for Zombie and Avenger on 75 points. 8th position for Excalibur on 80, then Rockwell Red, Bigfoot, Monster Mutt share 5th position on 85, up to 90 points for Iron Outlaw and Lumberjack, 115 points for Jester, 120 for Dragon. This month is all about those red, white and blue trucks, and we have 3 competing on the track tonight, including a debuting scheme here on the track. The USA truck is going to be running, Steve Calabrese will be running it instead of Earthshaker this month. Captain America is also here on the track, ready for later on, but we have debuts for Metal Health, the new truck for Devon Treat. El Toro Loco's rocking the orange body at long last. We also have the purple classic body for Jurassic Attack and a classic body for Bigfoot 2. And the debut of Candy Apple Red, Max D. They'll be facing off against Gravedigger in their first round race. Here we have a look at the track. It's red, white and blue here too. 2 sets of jumps here, one across the line, the first meant to upset the trucks. There are some moguls here that will upset things as well. Look forward to some great racing action on this track. Here is our bracket for round 1. Stonecrusher and Metal Health will be facing off in the final race of round 1. Bigfoot and Brutus, Jurassic Attack and Monster Mutt, Lumberjack and Zombie. There's that Max D Gravedigger matchup I was saying about. Rockwell Red and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. USA takes on El Toro Loco. Excalibur against Blue Thunder. First round buys to Avenger, Iron Outlaw, Lucas Crusader, Mohawk Warrior, Jester, Black Pearl, Bog Hog and Dragon. Let's get the action rolling, however, as Excalibur, Oliver Stapley will be taking on FC Productions Blue Thunder. This is going to be a great matchup. 2 trucks that are very quick, of course. Blue Thunder, a one-time event champion of Series Yellow last year. They are in the near lane. Excalibur over in the far. We're ready to kick things off for round 7 of racing here on Backyard Jam this July. Gates are open, down the track they come reasonably even, up to the first jump and up to the second, and a wheel stand there. A full 90-degree wheelie from Blue Thunder as Excalibur sends it across the line. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay. Take a look at, see what happened there. Very close race in the end, but Excalibur is going to get the win as Blue Thunder goes skywards, ready for a sky wheelie challenge or something like that. That is not what we're doing here, Blue Thunder. Unlucky to FC Productions, they go out early. Excalibur will progress. Little Chip Chocolate comes to the track now with the brand new look for El Toro Loco, the orange El Toro. They are taking on Steve Calabrese in the USA machine. They are a one-time event champion in Earthshaker. This different body, different chassis. It's a brand new truck for this event. It's going to carry Steve's pedigree with it. Let's see if he can add to it. Gates are open, down the track they come, even once again, and a great jump and a great save there from El Toro Loco, bicycling it in no man's land. Let's take another look at that. Over the line they come. It's going to be a win to Steve Calabrese in the USA machine, and there's that bicycle up on 2 wheels, managing to save the truck. Excellent control from Little Chip Chocolate there, but unfortunately they go out of the competition early. USA will progress. Caden Wilson next up to the track in Monster Mutt Rottweiler, has been doing okay this season. They are up against somebody who's come second in one of the events, Rockwell Red, Dolphin Master representing the colours tonight. Caden Wilson is in the near lane, that Monster Mutt Rottweiler looking ready. Rockwell Red over in the far, and we are just about ready to go, racing once again. Gates are open, down the track they come, Rockwell Red pulling ahead, but they seem to lose it on the jump at the end then, allowing Caden Wilson to come back Very tight finish to this race. Let's take a look at that replay. Very, very close. To me, on an eyeball check, it looks like Caden Wilson, but we are going to the super slow-mo replay to make double sure. Let's have a look here. It was Rockwell Red to start with, but Caden Wilson just carries the speed, and he is going to win this race. A great race from Caden. Manages to come back in the end there. Monster Mutt Rottweiler, we will see them in round 2. Hazard County comes to the track with Max D. The Candy Apple Red look is taking on Gravedigger. Josh doing things. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to see the greatest rivalry in motorsports. Max D versus Gravedigger. Only one of these two trucks can progress through to round 2. Which is going to be? Let's take a look as they head down the track. Gates are open, a little bit caught up at the start there was Max D, but coming back with some awesome speed, and what a roll over there from Gravedigger. Awesome race, that one. Very close as well. They left nothing to the imagination. Max D goes soaring through the air to take the win. Gravedigger goes cartwheeling to the ground. They are down and they are out, looking for answers as Max D progresses to the next round, and Dirt Crew now coming in to right the Gravedigger truck. There we go. You can see they've got a little bit of a slant to them, but they will be going home. Well, let's take a look at the bracket now. Excalibur, USA, Monster Mutt Rottweiler and Max D all progress through to the second round of racing tonight. They're to face Avenger, Iron Outlaw, Lucas Crusader and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. We still have plenty of action to come, and so let's keep this going with the next race. Zombie Jace Usher came second very recently in racing. They are going to be looking to replicate and go one stage further. Jack Charlton, they won the very first event back in January in the Lumberjack machine. They're going to look to double up tonight, or they're hoping to anyway, but they are against tough opposition here in Zombie. Once again, only one of these trucks is going on to round 2. Gates open, down the track they come, and Zombie picking up the early lead. Lumberjack coming back towards the end, and it's a very close finish. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay, see if we can gain any more insight into what just happened there. A very, very close finish. Too close to call with the naked eye. Let's go to the super slow-mo replay. We may have to get that line on screen out just to make sure. Here comes the trucks. It looks to be Zombie going to cross the line first. Lumberjack were coming back strong towards the end then. Zombie, I am hearing, is going to be progressing to the next round of racing. Lumberjack, a very good race from them, but they do go out at this early stage. Zombie, they move on. Mikey Merton, Monster Mutt, one of the most decorated drivers in Backyard Jam, now faces a friend Ian Spiros in Jurassic Attack. The classic look for this truck, looking very cool out there. Nice to see an old scheme coming back. They are up against the Monster Mutt machine. One of the top teams in the tables at the minute. They are going to be looking for more points here. Out of the gates they come, down the track reasonably even. Big speed and a big roll there from Jurassic Attack. And Monster Mutt does well to keep out of the way of that. It could have been calamitous for Ian Spiros. Let's take a look at the rollover. He has got incredibly lucky there. Great skill knowing not to push the pedal down. Just took all feet off of the pedals so that that truck would roll cleanly back over. And what a save there from Ian Spiros. Jurassic Attack is going on and Monster Mutt is out. Mitch Brown back in the saddle now with Bigfoot. The classic scheme we saw at the start of the year back in action after last month's scheme got absolutely detonated on the track. They are up against John Ritchie in Brutus. Brutus, bottom of the table at the minute, looking for answers. Potential for change. They said they might after last month. They might after this month. Depends what's going to happen here. I think if they can get past Bigfoot, they're doing very well for themselves. But down the track they come. Bigfoot, very clean race from them, and that Brutus truck ends up sideways. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay. I'm hearing word we've actually lost the footage for the super slow replay, but it is going to be Bigfoot going through and Brutus out round 1 once again, looking like they will remain bottom of the table, and such a shame for them. Devon Treat brings the Metal Health Machine to the track for the first time. He is up against Wegner Racer in Stone Crusher. Of course, Devon Treat we saw previously in Shaker. That machine now retired for the rest of the season. As the call rises in the audience, bang your head. Stone Crusher, they're just looking for wins at this point in time and they don't mind who they get him against. Let's see if they can get one here. Gates are open, clean start for both. Metal Health getting the early lead, but wild rollover for both trucks in the end. And both end up on their side. Let's take a look at what happened. Well, it was all going badly for Metal Health from the very beginning. They went sideways over that final ramp. And then Stone Crusher, almost following suit, managed to roll the truck fully over and can't quite save it. Parked it up on one of our end barrels. Metal Health, a little bit damaged. First event out. I think he probably did bang his head. Zombie, Jurassic Attack, Bigfoot, and Stone Crusher, the winner of that race, goes through to the next round. Stone Crusher, they get Dragon, the current champion of Backyard Jam, top of the points table, top of everything, 3 wins to their name. Bog Hog, Black Pearl, and Jester await the other 3 here. But first, we go to the left-hand side of the bracket, and Oliver Stapley in Excalibur is up against Avenger, Chip Chocolate, the red, white and blue scheme ready for the 4th of July. Once again, the colours being represented here is Excalibur in the near lane, Avenger over in the far, and we are ready to go racing for round 2. Let's see if that first round bye pays out. Gates are open, down the track they come, Avenger with a very slight lead and made contact there on the second ramp. Excalibur is turned fully around but did well to not roll the truck over. Let's take a look at what happened. The trucks came together, touched tyres at the front there. Avenger goes flying, manages to get the win. Excalibur turns around, facing the wrong way. They are heading home. They're in fact facing the way that home is for them. Avenger, they are going to progress. Steve Calabrese, the USA truck, is back on the track now, and they have tough opposition as they face off against Kay and James TV in the Iron Outlaw. I said it last month, I'll say it again, possibly the best truck here to have not yet won an overall title. Will we see all that change tonight, or is the USA truck progressing on one stage further? We will find out as we go green. Gates are open, and here comes Iron Outlaw, so quick out of the gates and rolling the truck over, so much speed. They carried there, going over the final jump. They ride up and just roll the truck backwards, still getting the win by a healthy margin as well. The USA truck was only just approaching the line by the time that the Iron Outlaw was all the way across it. A great race from Iron Outlaw, but a little bit clumsy to roll the truck over. You have to think, is that going to cause damage for later on? We will have to wait and see. USA truck, they go home for now, although we will see them later on in the USA stunt at the end of the show. Caden Wilson now takes on Anderson Hill. The Monster Mutt Rottweiler takes on the Lucas Crusader. Lucas Crusader was fast in qualifying. They managed to get this first round bye because of it. And Caden Wilson is looking to take them out. There's a bit of punishment for having to go through round 1. Gates open, down the track they come, reasonably even coming down. Caden Wilson wheelies up and rolls the truck over. And did that open up the gates enough for the Lucas Crusader to get across? A very close finish here. Still not quite sure who has won this one as Caden Wilson rolls it. That was very, very tight. We are taking a look at the super slow-mo replay here. Watch that back tyre versus the front. It looks to me like Caden Wilson once again. We will put the line on screen, I'm being told. There you can see it, clearly defined in fact. Caden Wilson, the winner of this race, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler will progress through to the next round. We'll need to make sure that his truck is in ship shape though. The Candy Apple Red Max D returns to the track now. Hazard County is up against last month's surprise package for me, RRC Family Gaming and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. They had issues with their truck for ages and ages, months and months and months. They think they finally got it all fixed though, and they are ready to go racing, but anything could happen as they come down the track. Max D very much behind, a full rollover there for the Mohawk Warrior who comes down on their lid. Let's take a look at what happened. Caught the mogul as he went over the final jump. Huge air though from Mohawk Warrior. They roll it, but they're through. Max D is going out, but they got some more points on the board this month. We shall see how that affects them in the tables later on in the show. Mohawk Warrior, they progress. Time for an update on the bracket here as we head into the second half of round 2. Avenger, Iron Outlaw, Monster Mutt Rottweiler and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, they are all progressing. We shall see who joins them in round 3 of racing in just a moment as we continue round 2 with Zombie returning to the track. Jace Usher did very well in his first race, a very close race however. They're going to look to make it a little bit more decisive here against Elliot Spiros in Jester. the one-time event champion, has remained quick all season long, but lost out the title of top of the points table to Dragon last month, going out earlier on than they had hoped. Let's see if they can redeem. Good start from both trucks, probably a better start for Jester, who goes soaring across the line. Zombie coming back towards the end there, but it wasn't enough, as Jester will get the win here. Let's take a look at that slow-mo replay though. Great jump for both of these trucks, a very clean race from both of them in fact. Jester, they progress through, back to their winning ways. We shall see if they can keep it going all evening long to get another overall event championship. Ian Spiros returns to the track now in Jurassic Attack, another truck who are surprised tonight. They are doing well. They have Charlie Hubbard in the Black Pearl truck as their next opponent. It's Jurassic Attack in the near lane, Black Pearl over in the far. The classic body seems to be bringing them some luck tonight, Jurassic Attack. Can they keep this momentum going? Gates are open, down the track they come. Just falling a little bit behind, but a rollover there from the Black Pearl could see Jurassic Attack through to the next round. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay, see what happened there. Straight up and down for the Black Pearl, rolling it backwards, but that might push out their rear tyres enough to cross the line first. We are in need of the super slow-mo replay here. There you can see the front tyre versus the back for Jurassic Attack, and the Black Pearl is just going to cross the line by about half a tyre length before Jurassic Attack. Well, Jurassic Attack certainly had the cleaner race, but the Black Pearl, they are progressing on to the round 3 racing, and Dirt Crew now coming in to put the truck back on all 4 BKT tyres. Mitch Brown returns to the track now, Bigfoot ready for action. They look good in their first round race. They have Wyatt Curtis and Boghog as their next opponent. Boghog, a very fast qualifier, they managed to get through into round 2 scot-free that way. Will they have learnt the track enough, however, as they go up against Bigfoot, who's had to go through a round of racing already? Gates open, down the track they come. Close, very close, all the way through to the line. I'm not sure who's won it just yet. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay here. Well, up on 2 tyres was Bigfoot, and that is a very close race indeed, but it is Bigfoot just going to sneak the win there, out from Boghog. A great race there from Mitch Brown. Boghog, Wyatt Curtis is going out of the competition. And so we have our final race of round 2. Wegner Racer in the Stone Crusher machine takes on the 3-time event champion of the regular season, the current reigning champion, in fact, and the points leader. It's Cyclops Hobbies in Dragon. Dragon is in the near lane, Stone Crusher in the far. We're ready to go racing once again. Gates open, down the track they come. Dragon with the early lead and might just keep it. A good save there from Stone Crusher this time. Doesn't roll the truck again, but did kind of get all wonky as he came across the line. It's going to be a Dragon win, and you can see Stone Crusher starts to go sideways. Manages to save it just by the skin of his teeth. But Dragon, they are going to go through. I remember the last time that Dragon got a win streak up, they went on to win 2 rounds of racing on the trot. They're going to look to repeat here. Will they do it? We shall find out as they get Bigfoot next. Black Pearl will face Jester. But before that, we are going into the first couple of matches in round 3 of racing, and it's going to be Chip Chocolate in Avenger, the one-time event champion of Series Blue. Came second recently in racing. They're up against Ken James TV, the Iron Outlaw. Always fast on the track. This is going to be a close race, I'm sure. We're starting to get to the elite end of which trucks are pulling ahead in the points. These two are 2 of them. Down the track they come. Iron Outlaw with the early lead. Avenger right there with them though. Very clean race from both trucks this time. It's going to be Iron Outlaw who gets the win there. Lovely sky wheelie as Avenger gets a downside. That was last month's racing style. Trying to replicate here didn't quite work out for Avenger and Chip Chocolate. They go out. Caden Wilson, Monster Mutt Rottweiler next up to the track. They face off against the Great Clips, Mohawk Warrior, RRC Family Gaming returning to the track. They are on a bit of a high of wins at the minute. They are over in the far lane. Caden Wilson in the Monster Mutt Rottweiler in the near. We are starting to close the window of opportunity here as we go green for this race, and it's RRC Family Gaming with the slight lead. Caden Wilson was right there with them, but I think got a little bit crossed up coming onto the second jump, and he stays straight. He could well have won that one. but it is going to be the Mohawk Warrior truck, almost pushed across the line by Caden, getting the win. Charlie Hubbard returns to the track now in the Black Pearl truck. They are up against Elliot Spiros in Jester, the one-time event champion of the regular season, looking to build up momentum again, get another win perhaps. The Black Pearl, they're looking for their first of the season. We shall see if they do it. Gates open, down the track they come, even as they go, and a little bobble there from Jester, and they roll over, but so does the Black Pearl, who catches a bad bounce. And that is a very, very tight race, ladies and gentlemen. Two bicycles, neither saved. That is going to be a tough one to call from here. I am going to need the super slow-mo replay at least. Here we can see, look, Jester seemed to slow down a little bit. And there comes the Black Pearl, who I'm hearing is going to take the win. Black Pearl causing the upset. Elliot Spiros, the line on screen proves it. There you can see, by mere inches, if that. That is the closest race I've seen here. That is as close as they come with a definitive winner. The Black Pearl is going on. Mitch Brown in Bigfoot now is going to try and duplicate the upsets here as Cyclops Hobbies returns in Dragon. The three-time event champion is back in the near lane. They're favouring this one tonight. They said it is the faster of the two lanes, as we've just seen with the Black Pearl. Can they produce another win out of it? Down they come. Over the first jump and over the second. It's a rollover for Mitch Brown. And Dragon, I think, is going to take the win. Let's just see what happened to the Bigfoot machine. They caught the jump just wrong, managed to pop up their front tyres, almost causing them to nose wheelie over like you'd see in skills, but it was too much for the Bigfoot machine. They were carrying too much speed and they go out. Well, the top four tonight, very interesting lineup and one we have seen previously, I'm sure. Iron Outlaw, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Black Pearl and Dragon, four of the top teams once again in the top four of competition here. For three of these trucks, this is come to be expected: Black Pearl, Dragon and Iron Outlaw. For the Mohawk Warrior, however, this is the second month in a row that they have made top four, and they are building points, building momentum. They are doing incredibly well. They face the Iron Outlaw, though, a very tough opponent here. They are in the near lane, however. It has proved to be the faster of the two lanes. The Iron Outlaw machine in the far. We shall see if that is any hindrance to them as they come down the track. A little bit bubbly out of the gates. And I think it's going to be the Mohawk Warrior to take it. I'm not sure what happened there to the Iron Outlaw. They were almost rattling their way down the track, pushed from pillar to post. Something is definitely broken on the Iron Outlaw. It'll be interesting to find out what it was, but Iron Outlaw, they go out of the competition. And it is going to be the Black Pearl now to take on Dragon, a matchup we've seen, I believe, twice before previously. And twice before, Dragon has won out. Can the Black Pearl win this time? They are in the near lane, Dragon over in the far. It's an interesting one. Dragon goes over to the far side. Down the track they come, and it's Dragon pulling ahead, but here comes the Black Pearl, and Dragon rolls over. Well, they look to be picking up a huge head of steam, Dragon, but here it is where it all changed. You can see hard coming down on the truck, and you can see there, look, the tyre is off of Dragon. The tyre is off, and I'm still not sure who's won this race. It's super close. It could be too close to call. Some are saying Dragon, some are saying Black Pearl. Is to get the line on screen to check. Officials are calling it a draw, I'm hearing. That is going to be a rerun, but what implications are there on the trucks? Because obviously Dragon now has damage to it. That tyre just hanging off of the rear right-hand side. Dirt crew coming in to try and right the truck. They're going to take their time to do so, I'm sure. Now hitched up on the back. And they will be taken away. That rear tyre is a problem. Their crew now coming in to take a look at the truck, see what they can do in very short space of time. Obviously, Dragon needs to go and race again. It was a drawed race. They could just let Black Pearl through here, but they're not going to do that. And Black Pearl say that they don't want that. They would rather face Dragon. And so Dragon pulling up to the line. In what condition, I wonder. Here they are in the near lane. The favourable lane, of course. Black Pearl over in the far. Let's take a look at the truck. The damage is still there. The tyre is still hanging off of Dragon. But they are going to send it anyway. Down the track they come. And Dragon still keeping up with the Black Pearl. But they roll it. and it's all over for Dragon. What a commendable effort though from Dragon. They pulled ahead in that race. They kept it close all the way down, but caught the mogul, that rear right tyre, just sending them squiffy over the final jump, and they roll the truck over. And I wonder what damage there is to Dragon now. It's a rough state to send a truck down in. I think they've clearly snapped the rear left housing of the truck. Yes, you can see there the tyre very much not, in fact the whole wheel not on the truck, being towed away now by Dirt Crew. Dragon, they should hold their heads up high. They do go out. And so we have ourselves a top two, and it's a brand new top two here. It's the Black Pearl in the near lane here, going up against Mohawk Warrior in the far. This is going to be a great race. Neither of these trucks so far on this season anyway have got to this stage. Now both of them have. RRC Family Gaming takes on Charlie Hubbard. Of course, Mohawk Warrior, previous champion. You have to think they have the slight advantage, but the Black Pearl have been running close races all night long, and they are in the favourable lane. We shall see if it continues to be favourable here as we send these final two down the track for one last time. Gates are open, and it's Mohawk Warrior who get the cleaner start, and they might just get the cleaner ending, but they do roll the truck over. And I wonder if the Black Pearl managed to sneak past them at the end there. Let's take a look at the super slow-mo replay. It's a clear win for the Mohawk Warrior. What huge air, though, from the Black Pearl truck. But the Mohawk Warrior is going to have climbed all the way from the bottom of the pile previously, now to the very tippy top. They are this month's champions. RRC Family Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for this team. They have commendable effort all night long, and they have pushed through to get the win. A massive congratulations to the Mohawk Warrior team on their first win here on the regular season, their second in Backyard Jam history, and they will carry the flag into the next round of racing. Well, let's see what that does to the overall scores. Brutus, unfortunately, down the bottom of the table on 40 points, then up to 22nd position for Jurassic Attack and Max D on 50. Metal Health, El Toro Loco, joint 20th position. Then Stone Crusher, Lucas Crusader, the USA / Earthshaker and Gravedigger trucks in joint 16th. Joint 13th for Bog Hog, Monster Mutt Rottweiler and Blue Thunder. Then up to 12th position for the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, that big win tonight, pushing them up. Zombie in 11th position. Joint 7th for Avenger, Excalibur, Rockwell Red and Monster Mutt. 5th position for Lumberjack and Black Pearl. 4th for Bigfoot. 3rd for Iron Outlaw. 2nd for Jester. And Dragon still tops the table on 140. We are ready for a all red, white and blue stunt here on Backyard Jam now. A very special presentation for the 4th of July celebrations this month on Backyard Jam. Captain America, Avenger and Rockwell Red take to the track first. Here they are lined up and they are going to form a train to take on the track, one behind the other, all at the same time. So without further ado, it's all aboard the train. Here we go, keeping in formation, one behind the other, very close action here. They're having to gauge the jumps just right, and they do so. Rockwell Red just managing to get over the jump, but that's not all, folks, because the USA truck is about to take on the backflip ramp on the other side of the track. And of course, it wouldn't be Backyard Jam without the pyrotechnics, so let's send it for the 4th of July. Steve Calabrese comes out of the gates, the USA truck hits the ramp and lands the backflip. What an awesome jump that was. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay for that one. Here we go then, the pyrotechnics in the background, leaping towards that backflip ramp does Steve Calabrese, and the USA truck spirals round and lands all 4 BKT tyres, or all 4 USA tyres I should say, on the ground. Fantastic effort. And now I'm hearing word that both of the stunts you've just seen, we're going to witness them side by side for the final run at the track. There you can see at the very top of the track, all 4 trucks ready to go again. The train of Captain America, Avenger and Rockwell Red, and on the far side of the track we have the USA truck prepared once again to hit the backflip ramp. Let's see this carnage in action. I can't wait for this stunt. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th of July, for one last time, let's hit it. Down the track they all come, the train picks up speed, the pyrotechnics lit, and over goes the USA truck, rolling it out. But what an awesome finish to tonight's show. Let's take a look at the slow-mo replay here. The train goes over the jumps again, the backflip ramp, USA just catches it slightly wonky, goes over, but that doesn't matter because that was an awesome stunt. And rolling it right into the fireworks. I'm sure that's going to be a health and safety nightmare, but who cares? What an awesome stunt and what an awesome way to finish up our proceedings here in July. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we shall see you again next month for more racing action. Until then, I've been your host, Jim Woodrow. God bless. Red, white, and blue.